probably cool just a little bit more. Welcome everyone. Today we're making the King Arthur sandwich bread in our new peas and carrots combo here. Yes, this new lovely Ninja oven and also this Ninja Foodi power. We're using the Ninja Foodi oven and we're going to be using the blender. We're going to make the dough in the blender and then bake it off in the oven. Blender's in front of you. What you're going to do, and you know something, the recipe calls for 1 1/4 cup of lukewarm water. Well, it's not lukewarm, it's just room temperature water. So to me, all that means it's just going to take a little bit longer for that yeast to activate. And I'm pouring it right in the blender this time. We're also going to go ahead and add 1 heaping tablespoon of honey. And you know something, I might as well spout out all the grams too. The water is 340 grams. The honey is going to be 32 grams. And I'm just going to go around so I don't, oops. And we're just going to eyeball it. That's about a tablespoon right there. We're also going to take 2 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. And I'm sorry, I don't have the gram conversion for that. Just like so. And you can take a whisk, but I don't have a small enough whisk that's going to fit in there. So I'm going to take a fork, and I'm just going to mix this together just a bit. Now usually I say, if it was warm, I'd say wait like 5 minutes, but it's going to take longer than that. And to be honest with you, a lot of times I just skip this step. If I know my yeast is if I know my yeast is good, I just mix everything together. So probably, but you have choices. You can do what you're most comfortable with. So that's been sitting maybe, I don't know how long it's been sitting there, 3 to 5 minutes. But we're going to go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to add in, this is going to be like 4 cups of flour. I'm going to see, I'm going to hold just a little bit back. 1 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of butter, also 1/3 cup of dry milk. And that's it. I'm going to put the cover on. Now I want you to see this, but I also want, I want to make sure you see the dough get mixed up as well. What I'm going to do, we're going to turn it down to dough. I'm going to start it, but then I'm going to shoot right up so you can see the dough mixing. Now this is 45 seconds. And we're going to see how that comes together, see if it does come together, because it's not really coming together right now. So let's stop it. So that's not exactly coming together too nice. Oh, you know what might help? So this is what happens when you forget to add this lovely contraption. So now we got to go down in here, which is going to be dough stuck into it, which is no bueno. But yeah, this is, you know something? I should call this the real kitchen cooking show, because this is what happens, honest to God. Alright, so we're going to see that dough starting to come together. Well, that's working all right. That is working big time. All right, let's check it out. All right, we're just gonna take a little bit of flour. We're gonna take it out, maybe. Oh, this is nice dough, lovely. Huh. Actually, you don't need that much flour. This is a nice dough. All I'm gonna do, let me get this out of the way, because I think this is actually quite nice. This is gonna make 1 loaf of bread. That's set. All right, that's a little bit of It's a little bit of oil, dough side down, and then I'm just going to flip it over. And I'm just going to cover this with saran wrap, or you can use an environmentally friendly towel. Right, what I'm going to do is you're going to let this sit for like 60 to 90 minutes. Although it is a bit chilly here, it might take longer than that. And we're going to wait till it doubles in size, and then we'll be back. Okay, so now we're going to follow up with that lovely dough. Here it is right here. It's nice. Now you don't want to abuse this. Whoops. Be gentle with it. Be gentle. What I like to do a lot of times is, where's the pan I'm going to be using? This is like a 9x5 pan. What I do is line it up so I get the width. And I probably should have let this proof just a little bit more because the house is cold today. But it's been proofing for like an hour and a half. So what I like to do is you're going to take this dough, take your thumbs, and you're just going to roll it up. Just like this. And it's going to be too wide, and I like to squish it somewhat. But that's all I like to do, and then just pinch this together. We're just making a little loaf here. This is not perfect. I am not a baker. I mean, I'm not a professional baker. But this looks pretty good. Now this dough is cold. The house is cold. And I'm just going to pick it up and place it right in there. I'm going to use that same piece of saran wrap, or you can use a towel, whatever you have. I am going to go in here and grab some of that oil. And now we have to be patient and wait another 60 to 90 minutes. And I forgot to tell you, let me go back to functions. The dehydrate function, somebody suggested this on a previous video, and I actually did it today. This will go down to, look, goes down to like 85 degrees, which is perfect. Let it run, and you can proof your, I'm going to start it right now, but you can proof your bread right in there. It'll be fine at the 85 degrees. And it's already halfway, it's almost done proofing, but I just wanted to show you that because I did forget to point that out. Now the problem with the dehydrating mode is that with the air circulating, it will dry out the dough, perhaps. I just wanted to make you aware of that, to make sure it's covered either with a moist towel or the saran wrap, like oil. Make sure there's oil on the saran wrap. So I'm just going to stop that, and I'm just going to start preheating the oven. I'm going to use the bottom rack. Let's go back to bake. Let's go to function first. Oops, I should have went back the other way. All right, we're on bake. It's set to 350, 45 minutes. I'm going to whoops, wrong button. Time, I'm going to up this to 50 minutes. And I'm going to hit start. It's preheating right now. It'll preheat for the 90 seconds, but I want this to preheat for at least 5 minutes. Also, the rack level, it says 3 for baked goods. Now this loaf of bread will not fit in there, and I'm opting to use level number 1 because I don't want the top of this to get too dark. So it's just figuring things out and experimenting. I'm going to gently take this plastic wrap off, and I meant to spray this before I put the bread in. So I'm just going to spray this just a bit. I forgot, totally forgot. Yeah, and I'm out. I'm out! Because the egg wash sometimes makes it stick. And I just took 1 egg with a little bit of water, whisked it up, and I'm just going to gently, don't force this on here. Just going to egg wash the top. It just makes it that nice glistening, gives it the nice glistening crust. So it's been preheating for I always say fur. It's been preheating for 55, oh golly, almost, how many minutes was on there before? 50 minutes. So it's been preheating for around 9 minutes. So what I'm going to do quickly, you're going to take this, place it right in there, and shut. I am going to increase the time back up to 45. And hopefully not too much heat went out. We want to see this rise up, and ooh, this bread's going to be delicious. All right, so we have 1 minute left. I am going to go ahead and take it out. Let's take this. It smells really good. I can say that. Whoops. Shut this off. And what I like to do is, I'm going to take it right out of the pan. Don't use a cloth or something. Don't use your hands. And I like to take a little bit of butter and just go over the top. Just like that. It's not bad though for a first time in that oven, but overall, I mean, this is a good looking loaf. A little flat, but it'll suffice. I'm gonna let it cool and then we're gonna do that taste test. Probably cool just a little bit more. It needs improvement, shall we say, but let's taste test it. It's still good. It's still really good, but I cut it too soon. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.